And welcome back, gamers. This is SKS with Let's Play Alter Ego as a female. Last time we left off, we have a bad credit rating. We're unattached. We have no job. We're super smart and super hot, but we're in debt 3,700. So I guess the first thing I need to do now is try to get a job. Actually, maybe I need to finish college first. How many hours did I have? 10. So 2 more college experiences and we'll be done. College during this phase of life isn't usually your typical fun-loving romper on campus, as in college days of youth. During this phase of life, attending college means hard work, sacrifice. That's great. Okay, so I only need 2 more. Yes, I want to continue with this. What? Can I take out another loan? Are you shitting me? So the game is going to screw me over of not finishing college. Let's apply for a full-time job. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous. I'm gonna have to turn to prostitution if I'm gonna succeed. Let's get a technical job. I don't have the qualifications. Are you serious? Hmm. Well, let's try to get a creative job. What? This is making me mad. Let's take a sales job. We're hot and good looking. Really? 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 Fine. I want to meet somebody. At some other place because I don't have a job. Let's meet Greg. Greg sounds like a good name. Not very trustworthy, not very gentle, not very happy, he's very attractive. You meet Greg in the flight, walk up to the grocery store and he asks you for a date. After meeting him, the two of you discuss the possibility of a date. Two of you agree it might be nice to spend some time together. Excellent. I cannot believe that I cannot get a job. Let's have an experience. Your sweetheart has just stood you up. Fuck you. You know what? We're going to break it off with him because he's an ass. And we're going to try to get a part-time job now. And training for a future career. I can't do anything. I'm like super smart. And they won't let me do anything. Can we be a researcher? No. Wow. I can't even get a part-time job to pay for college. Service delivery. Congratulations. It's about fucking time. Money, income per. Holy shit! So I'll be able to finish college this way. This is great. Um, let's meet somebody new, some other place. Clark, Andrew sounds like a simple, very trustworthy. That's different and very attractive. All right, sweet. So did I just get money? Oh, I did get money. So let's finish college. Yes. Enjoy your classes. You just earned an additional credit of college. And we'll do it one more time. Yes. Hooray! We should have just graduated college, right? I thought we would have. Maybe this is congratulations. You have graduated from college. Sweet! And we've got a lot of money, so what we're going to do is pay off our debt. I don't know how much I need to pay. Since we graduated college, can I get a full-time job now? Okay, so I need to quit my job, desire for a career change. Good luck in finding something better. And I have an engineering degree, so maybe we can be a researcher. Hmm. I probably just shot myself in the foot. Maybe a creative job. Hmm. Well, this is not going out well. Technical job. What? Why is this so hard to get a full-time job? How about an entrepreneur? Congratulations! Sweet! How much are we making now? Holy fuck, we're making 13K a turn. I am in prostitution. Because yes, that is exactly what it is. Um, Wait, first things first. How much debt do I have? 1750. So let's finish paying that off. Um, so if we pay 2,000 back, we're good. Sweet. Did that improve our credit rating? Yes. Awesome. Let's go on a date. On a date with Andrew, he begins to pry about your past relationships. Who have you gone out with? Why it didn't last? And other personal questions. How does this cross-examination make you feel? A little self-conscious. Perhaps there is more to this controversy than meets the eye. Andrew has marriage on his mind. The questions and conversation lean more and more toward wondering whether you're planning to settle down. How will you handle it? Avoid the issue. Come right out and tell him you're not ready for marriage just yet. Let's avoid the issue. This only makes him press you harder for your intentions. Tell him you'll talk to him more about it later. Come right out and tell him you're not ready. Let's tell him we'll talk more about it later. You aren't being very expressive, and you're still avoiding him. He presses you. Are you ever going to settle down? Yes. Then perhaps you're anxious about the thought of doing it with Andrew. He does deserve some indication of what your intentions are. We've not even had sex yet. Oh my God. Good Lord. There's a community council meeting this Monday. The topic of discussion will be the decline in service in the sanitation system of your neighborhood. Lately, the sanitation workers have been emptying the trash without regard for where the excess falls. The cans are not being replaced properly, and the trash day usually leaves the block looking like an aftermath of a nuclear war. Are we interested? Yes. So let's go to the meeting. The representatives from the sanitation company are husky, mean-looking men who are nervously chewing on the ends of their cigars. They are taking good long glances at everyone in the audience and jotting notes in small vinyl-covered notebooks. Members of the community are encouraged to lodge their complaints. Let's complain. You're a confident person, so this shouldn't be very difficult for you. Your expressiveness characteristic is not very well developed. You'll have to make certain you organize your thoughts carefully before you speak. Your quiet, mild manner, this will prevent those goons over there from being offended and seeking revenge. In the end, it is well-developed social skills that will help you say what you want to say effectively without offending anyone. You receive a standing ovation. The sanitation company vows to do a better job. 2 weeks after the meeting, you are appointed head of the watchdog committee to supervise the workers in your neighborhood. You have to get up at 5 a.m. every day to make the rounds with the boys. Oh, God. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. Can we go shopping? Yes. What do we want to buy? Do we want to buy something good? I think we need to buy an automobile. Let's buy a new economy car. Let's pay cash. Bam! Nope. I got everything that I need. Let's have a... While you're out having cocktails with Andrew, you encounter Caroline Richardson, a famous fashion model with an Odex love of Andrew's. She flashes her pearly white capped teeth at Andrew and walks over, slinging a brand new blue fox wrap over her arm with a melodramatic flourish. Fancy running into here. I can't even read today. Fancy running into you here, sweetie. Mind if I kill some time waiting for Rex to catch up with me? Andrew seems to melt, introduces the two of you and asks if you wouldn't mind the intrusion. What will you do? Say, actually, I do mind. We were discussing something important. Invite her to sit down, make a face, and accept reluctantly. Let's invite her to sit down and be an ass. As the conversation evolves, you notice Andrew's absolutely captivated by her. She makes several comments, including one rather annoying one, which is, I hope you realize how lucky you are. One day I might just gobble him right back up. Andrew eats it up and says, Caroline, stop. You're embarrassing me. After a few drinks, Rex, Caroline's date, shows up. You recognize him from the covers of several men's fashion catalogs. Within 5 minutes, he is groveling at her feet. She takes him away on what appears to be an invisible leash. Point out how googly-eyed Andrew was, or keep quiet. Let's point it out. True, he says, but to tell you the truth, when she talks, I try my best to tune her out completely. She's all fancy wrapping and pretty bows, but once you open the present, there's nothing really inside. He'll take you over her any day. That sounds like I've got to keep her. So in that case, oops, no, I didn't want to do that. Let's enter into a steady relationship. You and Andrew make a handsome couple. How about that? So let's live together. Andrew feels he doesn't really think he could do this right now. He just isn't ready to give up his privacy. What is your problem? Roar. Mary Lou Stoker is a friend of your closest female companion and a staunch feminist. The truth is that she is not a feminist in the true sense of the word. She simply despises and resents men, misapplying the feminist philosophy to suit her needs. One afternoon, you overhear Mary Lou telling your best friend that the love of your life really doesn't give you that much room to breathe. She says, I mean, he's okay, considering the rest of the garbage that's out there these days, but I wonder if she feels a little trapped in the same place, day in and day out. She goes on this way for quite a while. Are we going to be angry or calm? I'm going to be calm. Give her a piece of your mind, wait until she leaves, and have a talk with your friend. Say and do nothing, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. This response suggests a great deal of confidence on your part. You are absolutely right. Protesting too much will prove her point. On the other hand, not talking about any resentment you may be feeling can work against your friendship. Would you like to change your mind and have a discussion about it? Well, sure. What will you say to your friend? You don't want Mary Lou around anymore. You don't think what Mary Lou was saying was true and that you resented hearing it. Yeah, let's resent it. Expressiveness rises sharply. This was a very assertive way of expressing your feelings without any misplaced anger. You have a right to feel resentful. Your friend can sense you're upset and makes you aware that she never really taken Mary Lou too seriously. Excellent. Let's see. Let's go on a date. Andrew has often spoken about his younger brother Mike, who goes to college in another state. He would like you to meet him, and then the three of you to go out for dinner. Are you agreeable to this? Yes. As it turns out, Michael is shy but very endearing. During the evening, he confesses to you that he just broke up with his longtime steady and is going through quite a blue period. Later in the evening, Andrew passes a snide remark about giving Michael so much motherly attention. He is obviously jealous. You notice that Andrew is beginning to tease his brother so that he would look foolish in front of you. Pass a snide remark directly to Andrew. Intercede until Andrew to stop being so hard on his brother. Shy away from Michael to satisfy Andrew. Let's just intercede. We're in a couple, so he should just understand it. You have reinforced Andrew's fear of allying with his brother and ignored or neglecting him. He pouts like a child for the rest of the evening. He'll be okay. He'll get over it. You know what? Let's get married. Welcome to the marriage icon. While you're in this icon, you can make arrangements to plan or enter into marriage, and I'm sorry to have to be so blunt, leave a marriage. Would you like to do? Become engaged? Plan and have a wedding? Let's become engaged. One thing that may cross your mind is accepting a ring. What kind of ring would you be satisfied with? I'll take a cheap ring. That sounds reasonable. Surely you must have given some thought of how Andrew's family would feel about you coming into the family. Would you discuss it with them? Yes. How considerate! This is how your future in-laws would probably react. His mother would think that you were untrustworthy, and judging by your status sheet, she would be right. Uh-oh. She doesn't approve of this aspect of your personality. All in all, your future in-laws would not be crazy about you, but if it will make their son happy, they would go along with it. In their opinion, he could do a lot better. Fuck them! Now that you're giving your engagement a good deal of thought, it wouldn't hurt to drop a few hints around Andrew about the big event. We could drop some hints or wait for him to initiate. Well, we better drop some hints because he's not very confident. He's been thinking about it too. The two of you discussed the possibility, and it seems like the two of you may have a future together. As a matter of fact, not long after the two of you began talking about it, the following happens. Andrew gives you an engagement ring. He asks you out to dinner. He tries to arrange it so that the waiter brings it to you for your dessert, so you will be surprised. The waiter sneaks out the back door with your ring. Fortunately, he is captured. Andrew's proposal has gotten your future off to an exciting start. Now for the big moment. Your desire to have Andrew ask for your hand has come true. Will you accept? Yes. You're on your way to your wedding day. Congrats. Hooray. We're doing so good. What's this physical here? A male contemporary lighthearted challenges you to a game of racquetball. I am very competitive and will accept the challenge. I like to see the fighting spirit in woman, he says. Your physical sphere is very strong, and you begin running him around the court like a puppet on a string, barely losing your breath. After you trounce him soundly, he sighs and explains, I've got to give up those cigarettes. And that's what you get, gamers. Don't smoke. I love women to death, but if they smoke, they're out. No chance. Let's plan and have a wedding. Marriage is a serious commitment, one that should last a lifetime. Are you sure you can handle it? Sure. the game, the game is like, well, you're not very trustworthy. We don't know if we should let you. Do we want a large or a small wedding? Let's have a large wedding. Okay, as long as two of you have agreed on it. What kind of honeymoon will you have? Nice, romantic, not necessarily too fancy, quiet and simple, extravagant. No, we'll have a nice romantic one. That sounds nice. And what kind of area does two of you eventually want to live? In the city, the suburbs, or the country? The suburbs. It's tough to find a decent place to live now these days, you know. Now that you have thought about some of the major preparation, the weeks fly by until your wedding date. Your wedding day seems to be going along perfectly. It surely will be a memorable occasion. Unfortunately, Andrew gets cold feet at the very last day and it leaves you standing at the altar. Wow. Wah, wah, wah. I don't even know what to say to that. Wow. Wow, gamers. Obviously, I fell as a female on here. So am I single? Yep, unattached. Wow. Um, I have $62,000. I'm gonna have to buy something to make myself feel good about that. Let's travel adventures. Where can we go? I'm gonna take an exotic trip. The adventurous type, huh? Just don't forget your shots for malaria and all those exotic fevers. We'll pay cash. Thank you for cashing in. Wow. Um, let's buy a new wardrobe. Yes. All right. And no, we're done. So I need to meet somebody else because I thought I was getting married, but obviously not. Let's meet somebody at work. Obviously not Andrew, Clem, Jim, Louis. Louis, maybe he could be like a king. How about Don? Maybe it's Donatello. Very trustworthy, very calm, moderately, not very confident, moderately. Sure. He's an influential businessman. Let's go on a date. One night, while you're out with Don, you see him looking into the distance with a tear in his eye. What the fuck? When you ask him if anything is wrong, he denies it. You get the distinct feeling he is hiding something deep, dark, secret. What will you do? Ignore his apparent distress? Ask him to talk to you about what is going on with him. This is very sensitive of you. It helps break past the wall of silence he has put up between you. Eventually he tells you that he likes you as a person but doesn't feel the least bit attracted to you because you remind him too much of his mother. He believes the relationship just can't continue this way because he knows you will never feel any differently. He says, I'm sorry, Mama. Oh my God. Oh, wow. Let's have an emotional thing here. While searching through the mail, you come across a hand-addressed letter with an unfamiliar return address. You open it and read the handwritten letter inside. The letter requests that you write 10 copies of it and mail them to 10 different people. It contains testimonials from people who have faithfully performed the task to become beneficiaries of much good fortune. It reads, a woman in Peoria, after receiving this letter and carrying out the instructions, won 2 free dinners with every vacation purchase to the Maplewood Dude Ranch and Health Camp, and a free copy of Jacques Cousteau's Illustrated Guide to Marine Life of the Dead Sea. She feels that the good luck was passed on to her by the letter. It also tells of misfortune for those who do not follow the instructions. A woman in Peoria, after dismissing the letter as nothing but a silly hoax, found Bubba, her longtime pet wire-haired terrier and friend of 15 years, dead of a mysterious, rare canine aging disease. rare canine aging disease, and he was 15. Okay. The woman felt that Bubba's misfortune was the deadly result of her inability to realize the importance of the letter. Let's be compliant and perform the task. Why not? My luck's going downhill anyway. A wise decision. A few weeks later, you win 2 tickets off the off Broadway production of The Stranger Came in the Front Door and Went Out the Back Door. An uproarious adaptation of the widely known book of the same name, starring Patrick Hafford and Veronica Holohenny, presented in the auditorium of the Walt Whitman High School in town. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna die an old single woman if this keeps up. Let's meet somebody. And meet them at some other place. I'm running out of people. Have I met Larry yet? No. Let's do Louis. Louis. Trustworthy, very attractive, happy. Okay. He placed a classified ad in a local newspaper. Oh, this ought to be good. He's probably the Craigslist killer. Let's go on a date with him. In an effort to show you how versatile he is, Louis has prepared a delicious home-cooked dinner for you. He has spent the entire afternoon preparing the meal, tending to every detail. He has even placed an arrangement of fresh flowers on the table. He leaves the room for a moment, and you notice that his cat, who has been in and out of everything all evening, has a familiar-looking dinner dripping from his face and whiskers. The cover from the casserole dish is ajar. What will you do now? Curse the cat? Avoid mentioning it to Louis, or mention it to Louis? I'm going to mention it, duh. Don't be silly, he says. I gave some to Fluffy before we sat down. That's what you must have noticed. You eat the meal and are relieved to discover that it is indeed delicious. On your last forkful, you notice something stuck between your teeth. It's a cat hair! Oh. Oh. Hey, let's go steady with this guy. Yes, we make a handsome... Oh my God, we're already in adulthood. Oh, Jesus Christ. You've just passed through adulthood. Your family life has been good, although you do not have a steady partner. Yes, I do. I just started. There's always the next phase. Is that what you're aiming for? If you're lonely, why not try the relationship icon? I just did. Now, regarding your emotional and personality development, how long do you think you can get away with your untrustworthy style behavior? Well, it cost me one marriage. Even though we all have our secrets, you are doing a very good job of keeping your wilder side under control. You seem to be enjoying life, even though you experience the blues every once in a while. It's nice to see that you're not having a depressed, traumatized life. You can be sensible and understanding. You're usually calm, cool, and collected. This is all about the replay of the last one. Vocationally, you are doing well, despite the day-to-day hassles and problems at work. You certainly have a good head on your shoulders. You're not only book smart, you have plenty of common sense. As you approach the middle years of life, age will probably play more of a central role in your experience than it has in your past. For some individuals, the middle years are a time of depression and regret. For others, they mark the beginning of settling down period of contentment. Life can always be as rich and full as you want it to be. You might not be able to climb the highest tree in the forest anymore, but now may be the first time that you allow yourself to experience its beauty without needing to conquer or possess it. Welcome to middle adulthood. How about that? We're going steady with Louis, and we're an entrepreneur. And we have, wow, we're spending $15,000 per turn, but we've got a lot of money built up, so sweet. So gamers, join me next time as hopefully we try to get married to Louis or Louis, and we'll see what happens. This one is very short, so, oh well. Gamers, this is SKS saying I hope you enjoyed this episode of Alter Ego. I will see you next time. Good night.